Mommy, listen to me now.
What is it, you pregnant? And I told her yes.
Casey and Neville didn't plan the pregnancy. Bringing home baby will turn their lives inside out.
Apparently, I'm insufficient this time.
That's not true.
Can this young couple cope with their first child?
You're gonna drive mommy crazy. I don't want him to work that second job.
It's very real now.
Go home.
Mommy's a basket case.
She became like overwhelmed.
The intimacy thing is a problem.
Dad got sleep last night, Mom not so much so.
Hi, baby.
My name is Casey. I'm 23 years old. I came to attend school. I came to Canada to dance and not to be with boys or, have a boyfriend or anything.
My name is Neville, and I'm 21 years old, and I was born in Jamaica. I came to Canada when I was 4. I met Casey at Ballet Creole School of Performing Arts.
I came to train to dance.
So I asked her to dance, and then we just danced together the whole night, No need to dance with anyone else. And it's been like that since.
Barely out of their teens, Neville and Casey pay a heavy price for falling in love.
Neville and I ended up, going to bed together.
Then after the Christmas, she sort of got a little worried, and then she went to the doctor.
I didn't know what to do at first. I was like, should I keep this child, or can I afford to keep this child?
Continue to bless us.
In the end, their upbringing made only one choice possible.
Well, my mother could have aborted me, and I wouldn't have been here, so I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone else, especially my child.
Amen.
2 weeks before her due date, Casey's mother still doesn't know.
Person call you? Mommy, listen to me now. You never listening to me when I talking to you. So you don't want to hear what I call you to say? You don't want to hear? Mommy, I said I call you first to tell you something. But I call you now when you're telling me you at work. It's like you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Hey.
She don't want to hear me. She never want to talk to me. Because she have a feeling there's something bad I'm going to say, so she acting up like she on a job and she can't hear.
I think that she's strong enough to take her position, and whatever Casey's got to do, she's got to do,
Are you going?
You don't call her again?
What time are you going to work?
I got to be at work, Casey. I'm not going to be here at 5 o'clock. I'm not going to be here at 5 o'clock. You want it? I don't have to be here, I don't have to. What's between you and your mommy is between you and your mommy. Just call her now. You'll be okay, man.
I called my mother, and I told her I had something to say to her, and she said that she didn't want... Casey, I have to go to bed. I have to go to work tomorrow, Don't bother me with these things. What is it? You pregnant? And I told her yes.
There's a reason Casey's mother didn't want to hear the news. Almost 2/3 of common-law families break up by the time the child turns 10. That's 5 times more often than married families. The situation is even worse for Casey and Neville because they have almost no support.
It's really essential to have some sort of support network around when you have the kids. You want some older people who have already had the experience of raising children to give you some cues. What do you do when the baby won't stop crying? What do you do when the baby's up twice a night? Support networks offer education and tremendous reassurance. They can tell you that you're doing okay, or they can tell you that you're not doing okay and give you information that you can trust.
24 hours after making the phone call, Casey goes into labor. She's 2 weeks early. This is her first delivery, and Casey has one guiding principle. It's got to be as natural as possible.
I'm not gonna take it, no matter how painful it is. I mentally prepared myself. And no matter how painful it gets, I'm gonna be a champion at this. I'm gonna be strong.
Oh, I don't know, because she doesn't have a high threshold for pain. But she has a lot of pride, so, maybe it's one of those kunta kinte things where she's just gonna fight.
Casey suffers through a painful labor. Emotionally drained, how will she and Neville cope with bringing home their baby?
Neville and I ended up in a bed together.
Casey and Neville didn't plan to get pregnant.
You never listening to me when I talking to you.
Casey's mother doesn't want to know.
What is it, you pregnant? And I told her yes.
Now their dreams to dance and act are put on hold. Casey's been in labor for more than 7 hours. Neville's mother, Serena, is there to lend a hand.
Okay. And you can put your legs together if you like. You want to come out? You want to come out? You want her to breathe, right? Okay, I'll breathe. You want to breathe your daddy? Yeah? I think you must have done this better than your grandmother's. Push, Casey. And push right down. Push. Right down, right here. Excellent. Keep it going.
The baby's right here. Look at that. Right here. Look at that. There it is. Ah. It's here. It's right here. The head is up. There. Push. There it is.
You do that, baby.
Huh? There it is.
I'll bring him over in just a minute. There we go. Tired.
Let's have everything. It's good.
Oh my God!
There you go. Casey. Push again.
Oh my God!
Just gonna drum him off a bit more because it's chilly in here.
Yeah. You did very well. You did very well.
Yeah. I touched him, Casey. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Casey. He's strong.
I don't know if I can hold him.
You can hold him.
He's so small.
You can hold him. Look at him.
Mommy. I just pushed you out. You have fun in my tummy.
His name is Aslan George Johnson.
Oh God, thank you so much. Thank you for looking after us.
We came so far to get to this point.
Got a long way to go, no?
Yeah.
Together, no?
Yeah.
All three of us?
I have high expectations for myself. Now I've brought a young boy who's gonna be a man into the world, and I'm gonna have a huge cause on his effect. So seeing him there, and I'm thinking to myself, what have I done? It should have been a glorious moment, but in the same way, I felt extremely inadequate.
I think to some extent, all new parents feel inadequate because no matter how well prepared you are for the experience, having your own little baby for whom you have complete responsibility, and little babies are completely helpless too, that situation is enough to make anybody feel a little bit wobbly.
Coming up, Dad has to work 2 jobs to make ends meet. Mom is stuck at home bringing up baby on her own.
I don't want him to work that second job.
Casey and Neville didn't plan to get pregnant, but they feel blessed by the birth of their son. Bringing home baby is going to be the toughest job they've ever had. Even on his son's first day at home, Neville has little time to spend with his family.
He has to go to work right now. I don't want him to go to work. I don't want him to go to work.
Sleeping and working, and I want to stay home with my family. That's not the way the world works, you know? I'll see you later.
Okay.
The day I brought Aslan home was, I was happy he was home. I was sad because I had to go to work. I was upset that I wasn't able to, I didn't have a job that I could at least stay home with my son.
Neville has been forced to take on 2 jobs to make ends meet.
Neville gets up at around 6 o'clock every day, 6:30, and goes to work. I felt bad that Neville had to go to work on the day that we came home because I wanted us to be, together as the family at home for the first time, spend the whole day together. I guess he had to do what he had to do.
Are you gonna drive mommy crazy?
When Neville goes to work, I have something to do all the time. I have to keep my eye on him all the time. He just likes to drink milk all day and all night. Huh?
Neville is gone from early in the morning to late at night. Just like her man, Casey has to work grueling double shifts. Far away from her family in the Caribbean, she's almost a single mother.
Casey and Neville are still kids, and their childhood is over with a resounding bang. Poor dear Neville has to work 2 jobs. The guy's exhausted. He has no time to spend to get to know his beloved and build a relationship.
He basically works from day to night, apart from a few days that he stays home. And he works really hard. Comes back at 12 o'clock in the night. I'm thinking to myself, Neville's gonna kill himself at that rate, What's wrong? I just don't know what to expect. I think the staying up at night's part is gonna take a toll on me for a while.
You like breast milk, don't you?
Because last night I felt so tired and I couldn't go to sleep. I just couldn't go to sleep because he's hungry and he's crying, so you can't leave him cry. I think that's the most challenging part of it, I think. I'm tired, I'm a mess. Like, seriously.
Casey's still upset about me working 2 jobs.
I can't wait till Neville comes home. As soon as Neville comes home, I just say, here's your son, and I turn and I go to sleep.
She doesn't like the fact that she only gets to spend Sundays with me, and it's a little difficult,
Neville says to me, sleep when he sleeps and eat when he eats, but he doesn't know,
She's always telling me stop working and things like that, but because she's not working and we need, it's nice to eat once in a while, so.
Neville's mother has been calling every day, Serena, asking about me and the baby, but she's sort of upset that we haven't been to Brampton yet.
Serena wants to see her grandchild on her own turf, a long trip by bus for Casey and Neville.
We thank the Lord for this almost because of Jesus' love. I was sad, financial-wise, and he's not settling, I think you should know where your priorities come first and then move from there, and then it's time to have a child. Yes, I don't think a child should come into the world and you're not prepared for it. I worry about them, yes, especially my son. Casey's not working, Neville's working all by himself. I wish if he was much closer to me, though. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
The trip ends early with promises of more frequent visits, but that's not the only problem Casey and Neville are facing.
She thinks it's her sex life, but it's not our sex life.
You think it's our sex life. You do.
Well, she thinks I think it's her sex life.
And I go,
you're
mad at me? No, but I know he's mad.
I'm not mad.
Yes, you are. I try to stay up to wait for you.
You're usually sleeping.
No, I'm not. You don't know.
Apparently, I'm insufficient as a man.
That's not true.
You trying to tell me you're not sleeping when I come home?
Every time, Neville?
Okay, fine. Last time you weren't. But how about the night before?
I was in the bedroom. Remember when I said Daddy's home?
Okay, whatever.
You see? I just don't want to.
So-
My son's in the room, so I feel weird.
I'm not arguing it. I know for a fact that when I come home, you're sleeping.
I'm in
and I
the
kiss you and you
bedroom.
say, I'm sleeping. That's not true. I know, it's not true. It's not true.
I think the intimacy thing is a problem.
I don't think it's a problem.
It is.
I know.
No, please.
I go to work, come back, sleep.
No,
I kiss her on the shoulder and she's like, so I go to work, I come back, I sleep. I go to work, I come back, I sleep. You understand? It's not a problem for me. I know what comes after A, B, and C. It's D. You know? It's a routine.
Okay, well, you don't want to admit it, but I will.
It's not a problem for me. Shoot.
Casey and Neville are not alone. Almost 3/4 of couples experience a drop in marital satisfaction during the first year of a baby's life.
Fatigue is huge. It's the #1 reason why people simply don't have the energy to be able to be, and I won't say loving, because there are lots of ways to be loving, and I think we see that in these couples, but to be able to connect in a physical kind of way that might in fact lead to intercourse.
It sort of came down on me. The immense responsibility of having a son. It's not easy. I mean, you could be lackadaisical and don't even care about it. You could. And, you know, on my bad nights, that's how I am. I just say, okay, well, Casey, you take him, and I'll go to sleep and make the whole world go away. It doesn't work, you know, because he's still there in the morning, and you're still there, and you're not dead, and you still have a little bit of hope.
Coming up next, life's not getting any easier. Casey's lonely, Neville's burning out from his 2 jobs, and a visitor arrives from the distant past, Neville's birth mother. Casey and Neville are struggling as first-time parents. He's working 2 jobs and is never home. She's almost a single mother. And flying from Jamaica to see her new grandson is someone Neville hasn't seen in years, his birth mother, Jennifer.
I want to sneak up on her. Because she doesn't know what I look like, you know? I mean, I sent her a couple photos, so I'm sure she has an idea, but...
Oh my God.
Jennifer, who gave Neville up for adoption, hasn't seen him since he was 14.
Hey, sexy girl.
Fine.
I wanted Neville to achieve more because he was in the art field. I wanted him to be more firmly grounded in it. But as I said, it happened already. So you just have to take charge and move on from here. I don't like Neville doing 2 jobs. The 2 job, it's stressful. It's very stressful, and he's young. He's not going to have a life.
Jennifer leaves after 3 weeks, and Neville and Casey return to their lives.
There's a lot of reasons for mothers to be upset because life definitely becomes a little bit more difficult. You have a responsibility, and that's what parents think their kids can't handle, and that's why a lot of children shy away from it. I know I can handle the responsibility, tooth and nail. If my mother thinks I can't, well, too bad for her.
I've been speaking to my mother over the internet and over the telephone, and our relationship is getting a little bit better from the last time I spoke to her. She's starting to warm up to the idea that I have a family now and that I have a son.
Casey and Neville's families are starting to come around, but for their own family to succeed, they'll need to look after each other.
They have to find some way of building some little childhood in there for themselves. They need to go dancing again. They need to go to a movie. They need to go have pizza. And they're going to have to get over any feelings of guilt about indulging themselves. If they can indulge themselves a little, they'll be giving their baby boy a huge gift because he'll get his parents back recharged and energized.
Well, instead of working 4 double shifts a week, I'm only working 2. It's a lot better because I can start to sort of see my family more.
I feel like my life is fuller. It's more exciting. It's sort of overwhelming, you know. I can't even put it into words, you know. I'm so happy that I met Neville. I'm so happy we have a child. I'm so happy we have a family. What next?
Why walk around in quicksand when you can dance on burning coal? You know what I mean?